What is your purpose here, Arisen?
Does it pain you, little son? Crave you salve to soothe the ache? Fire to sear the wound in your heart?
Big thank yous at the start of the stream. We will be starting here shortly. Hello, welcome to ChaoticCalling. My name is Starwind, and we are here to play some Dungeons and Dragons with a lot of dragons. That's what you guys want, right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No? Yeah? Yeah. A lot of dragons. All right, good. Got it. Reminder, this is the last day for the Wounded Warrior Project. If you guys want to help raise a little bit of extra money for the Wounded Warrior Project, every $100 increment will give us a Radiant deck draw from the Deck of Many Things, and top donator to get us over that 100 will be able to select who gets the card, and all cards will be positive readings. If it's a negative reading, we re-roll. So we just basically have a Radiant deck draw for the Wounded Warrior Project. If you want to help raise the money for them, they are in the middle of their Wounded Warrior Project week, which should end today or tomorrow, I can't remember, but happy Veterans Day to all the veterans out there. and we're looking forward to helping out as best we can, even if it's just a little bit. Dixper skills are in the thing there. You guys can get your Dixper cards, especially if you are sub to the channel. You get free Dixper crates that you can claim. And thank you for all the resubs. Thank you, Bird Fan. Thank you, I think Jack. It was Jack, right? That did it earlier. Yeah. And thank you guys so much for all the support. We're here to play D&D, though, so let's get into it. Welcome in. First and foremost, the ethereal bleed is a plane between life and death, and that is where you started this adventure many months ago. This plane eats away at the mortal mind and keeps your memories, and basically you start forgetting who you are and how to function. Somehow, some way, you were led to an escape route to where you guys escaped the ethereal bleed and found yourself deposited in the icy tundra. There you met with Felix, who is an arch wizard who had a fancy little cabin up there waiting for you guys. You guys managed to seek him out, gain refuge. He offers you room and board the whole time that you are here, and offers you ways to make a living, to make events happen so that you can start remembering your past. You are led to the city of Shandor, which is nowhere near the tundra because he has teleport magic. He could pretty much take you wherever he wants. And he has you sign up with the guild there to where you can become a guild. And you guys chose the interesting name Arctic Circle. The Arctic Circle eventually went on other guild quests and rescued a young girl named Robot and invited her into your guild to take care of and also mentor. She has slowly been taking up the way of the rogue, learning from Nyx mainly, and several others of you who have kind of like been keeping a watchful and parentally good eye on her. But sometimes that's not enough. There have been recent events that have happened to Robot to where she was kidnapped. You guys managed to, through a lot of interesting connections, a seer telling you to speak with Jefferson, and Jefferson giving you the details of who did it out of an assumption, and you guys managed to have Felix teleport you to the location so we can quickly retrieve our little girl. We managed to get her back, and it seemed a little too easy once you infiltrated the place, only to find out that she had a geas placed upon her, and she carried out that geas by wounding Jefferson the night after all the Bagman incidents. Trust me, I have not forgot that. But Robot's been going through a lot, and you guys managed to get her geas released, so she's pretty much free from the geas as you guys discovered what happened to her. But let's bring up the other situation, right? The Bagman. The city that you're in has been recently had a couple murders, and one of them was right by your guild house, like right in that alleyway. It wasn't anything you guys did, but definitely had the police or the guards brought over to investigate. Everybody was brought to the Adventurers Guild to check their bags of holdings to see if there were items that were not called for inside the bags, and pretty much everybody's bag of holding was okay. She-Shades, however, was carrying golden rings that did not belong to her, and they pulled her aside to ask her questions about it, and you guys spent most of your day waiting for her to come back, only to find out somebody got murdered in your alleyway, which you had the authorities come over and take a look at. You guys managed to get concerned as the evening hour started to approach, and you guys went to seek out what happened to Shishay. Shishay was taken to a guard post with many other people whose parties you found at the guild house waiting for their members to return. You pretty much almost incited a riot, dragging pitchforks and torches to the outpost to burn it down if they didn't release your friends, or some variation of. Some of you have tried to snoop around the guild house to find out more information, but unfortunately failed because the wrong combination of people did not make a good combo for you two. We returned back that night, and there were people who were trying to entice the Bagman. The Bagman did come, though, as Felix was meeting with Asuna. There was that brief moment where the Bagman felt brave, because Asuna seemed to be alone at that time. And yeah, you guys make it back to the guild house right before Asuna gets pulled into the bag of holding, and rescue your friend and bring him back from the brink of death. The that night, several of you were like, Bagman, come to me. Bagman, come to me. Bagman, come to me. As it's been rumored that if you say something similar over the bag of holding while it's open, the Bagman will come to you. Or follow my voice. Bagman, follow my voice. Like, there's just been so many variations, right? And you guys, some of you had some interesting ideals, like jumping into a bag of holding. Isn't that right, Ren?
Yep.
Yeah. Jumped into a bag of holding thinking that the rope that you tied to your bed would secure you a way out. Unfortunately, it did not. But thankfully, you had a wish that you were holding on to and wished your way out. The other members had some fancy phenomenons where the bag of holding spit out ball bearings or other random events, but nothing was strong enough to make the Bagman appear. But that night was the night that Robot ran out, did her thing. You guys tracked her down. She shot Jefferson, and then you guys brought her down to take care of her. And the next morning, visit a healer who could remove the geas that was placed upon her, as you found out through Felix. Basically, if I'm not mistaken, and I know that was a long intro, but I was just kind of like making sure I remembered most of everything. You guys were able to... You have a long rest if you haven't already. It is the next day, and most of you are coming back to the guild after visiting the priest, right? Sivir already did the removal of the curse, and you guys are pretty much coming back to the tavern. And here's how we're going to start this. For the new players, we're going to go from left to right on my roll 20. I'm going to have that character introduce themselves. They're going to tell us what they look like, what they're playing as, and if in the moment there's a witty one-liner you want to deliver, you can deliver it, but we got to keep it going. So we're going to move on to the next character shortly after that. So pay attention, learn, and Asuna, show them how it's done.
Yes, Azuna is a wood elf thief, or rogue, I'm sorry, not thief, rogue, and they stand about 5'6", dark red hair, piercing green eyes, tattoo of a vine with flower imprints that come from the left side of their cheek down. They wear a leather collar, or their leather armor with the collar popped, and no witty one-liners for Azuna.
Grask.
Grask is a brown-scaled lizard-folk cleric of the Order Domain, and he is very pleased to see that there are more people willing to join the cult of the cucumber. Its weight is increasing.
Yes, we are still taking coins in for the levels of the cucumber. Alright, Arnold.
Arnold is a hobgoblin wizard. He usually wears some brownish-looking robes, and he's currently just hanging around, afraid of now cold and heat.
Gold for levels.
Go for level. Is that for the cucumber?
410.
Thank you. 410, guys. 410. We're almost halfway there. All right, Arnold. Thank you for that. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, Nyx.
My name is Nyx. I stand at about 3 feet, and I'm a fairy phantom rogue. I have mousy grey hair and a scar going from my left temple to my right jawline, and I'm dressed in dark leathers, blue, grey, and black, and except for a red insignia on my bicep that looks like a snowflake with an eye in the center. And she's just watching Elizabeth and hanging around by Robant.
Oh yeah, that was the thing. Like, as you guys were congregating, Elizabeth made her appearance, but we'll get into that. Long time no see, Fiddledick. Uh-oh. Did we lose him?
Say?
Are you there?
I
I forgot to unmute. That is my mistake. I do apologize.
That's fine. All right, lead on. What do you got?
Us to think
lost you again.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Built the
The
suspense.
floorboards on next to Nyx rattle and shake for surely stopping, and then suddenly bursting out from the floor appears a 6-foot-tall human paladin with extremely sunken eyes, matted hair, and a crazed look crawling out of the floor. This is Fendelthick, by the way.
Gain +1 weapon.
All right.
Oh, that's
Wild
when we went
magic.
to Fendel.
I have seen the treasures. I have seen the treasures of the earth, and they scream. He crawls out from out of the floor and hammers it back into place.
Seriously, you need to get that looked at. So we got a +1 weapon. Who are we giving that to?
Jola,
And we have a wild magic.
Pendle.
Oh, hey, Ben, welcome back. Jola, I think, is AFK.
Okay, then whoever of the new ones is here.
Jindak?
Jen here?
Yeah, Jin's here, right?
Yeah, I'm here.
It's Jen.
All right, so Jindak, you get to pick out a +1 weapon. Look it up in the compendium, and then you can add it to your character sheet. Also, we do have, yeah, we have a.
For the cucumber.
Okay, and go for level.
I'm assuming the compendium is this thing with the belt, chainmail, where
With
all the items are.
No, on the
Last time?
compendium, the compendium's up there at the top right, where the eye circle is, next to the music
Letter I,
box.
by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You click that, and then you type the search and ask it, like if you're looking for a short sword +1, you type short sword, and then make sure you grab the +1 version and not the proficiency. You can literally drag it to your character sheet, and it'll auto add it for you. And I'll look at your character sheet to see if you did it right here in just a second, but I need to roll wild magic for Fendel.
Oh,
Well,
yeah, 'cause that works out all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh,
you know what? Why don't I just re-roll that since it does nothing? No, we've had this one too. I'm gonna re-roll. Alright, so Fendel Dick, you are frightened of Nyx for the next 6 seconds.
my god.
Demon!
Oh,
Flying demon!
Oh no,
And-
not again.
sounds about right. Well, we are still in intro land, guys, so let me go ahead and get Rin out of the way.
I still can't figure out what the compendium is.
Alright, here, if you check out the stream, I will show you.
Okay.
This little eye up here. That's what you're looking for.
Look at your stream. One second.
Yeah, it's right underneath the bird fans follow there. this little thing right here. And then once you see D&D 5th edition, you'll type, what weapon are you looking for?
Straight sword.
Well, long sword, short sword, one or the other.
Long sword.
All right, so if you type long sword, you can grab this. And if you have your character sheet out, I mean, I could do it for you, but I like for you to learn how to do it for yourself,
Yeah.
But if you have it on character sheet like this, and drag it and drop it in like that, it will
Hold
add
on,
it
I'm still
for
looking
you.
for your stream.
Have you not tuned into the stream? It's only way to earn channel points.
I'm following you. I didn't think I had to watch it while playing the game because I hear you in
Well,
Discord.
yeah, well, I mean, yeah. Like, I don't want you to watch it anyway. It's just like for this.
Don't you want to
this-
hear his voice?
Yeah, no. mute the tab, not the stream, guys. By the way. Yeah. So this little eye up here, like a. Oh man, should I just open it up on Discord? But you click this eye, you type the search, and then you literally grab the weapon, drag it in, and drop it on your sheet. You figure that out. I'm gonna let people finish their intros. All right. Ren, did I get you done or no?
I think so, but I'm not sure what the cucumber's at. Does anybody know?
I thought it
420
was
at this point.
420 now.
Oh, for 29?
No, we didn't do my intro. But...
All right, go do your intro then.
Okay. So, Rin is a 4'11" tabaxi monk. She's got black fur, and dressed in flowing, loose, traditional Eastern robes. And finally is not buried under every piece of clothing she owns. but still looking a little bit twitchy.
The heat, the cold, nothing is safe. All right.
Yeah, the heat, the cold, the dark, nothing is safe.
Alright,
Yeah.
I found it. I hit I and then items. Assuming.
Yeah. Yep. Well, you hit I, then you type longsword in the search box, and then it'll bring up all the longswords. Then you grab the +1 and drag it to your character sheet. Make sure it's open and not popped out. Make sure it's open up inside the game, otherwise it won't add it to it properly. Okay, continuing on. I got people to get through, buddy. We'll get to you in a second too. I'll check on you whenever we get to you, alright? Irchula! Tell us what you look like, what you're playing as, please. Thank you for the biddies. Irchula, are you muted? Irchula. Irchula going once. Irchula going twice. Well, you're not.
Alright, I did it.
I don't hear you speaking. Are you saying anything? Because I don't hear you.
There's no activity with voice.
You might need to jump out and jump back in. By the way, we have a deck draw coming up thanks to the bits that were delivered, and I will let. Let me think. Who was the one that donated that last bit, Ron? Who is Donna Knight?
That would have been me.
And what character are you playing?
Duran.
Duran? Yeah, you're getting a deck draw because you've been super generous to the channel here lately. So I'm gonna make sure this is yours. But we'll get to that in a minute. We'll do it on your turn, all right?
Yeah. Perhaps after the introductions.
Yeah. Let's get these introductions out of the way. But thank you for that. All right. Rin did his. Irchula is muted. Wonder, you just jumped in. Why don't you tell us what you look like and what you're playing as?
Of course. Greetings, everyone. I am Wonder 2.0. I play a Warforged Bard of Whispers. I have black hair and wear metallic skin, and I wear a lot of pink.
Make sure you adjust your character sheet HP, and it should fix it on the token, FYI. Alright. Irchula, did you make it back in? Otherwise, I'm going to go to my favorite name to say this year. Imanon. Imanon, why don't you tell us what you look like, what you're playing as, please?
Hi. Emanon is a 19-year-old human. He has white hair, white skin, red eyes. He's albino. He's 6'5" and only weighs 120 pounds, so he is a twig. But he is an Archfey warlock.
All right. And next we have Lucid. Eat your mic. You're not coming through your mic very well.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but it's very soft. I'll try. Okay, I can turn it down.
How about this? Is this better?
Yeah, and I heard myself too. That hurt. All right, you're good. Apparently, I turned you down because you were too. Yeah, apparently I turned you down last time because you were too loud. Now you're too soft. All right, go ahead and do your intro. I'm sorry.
Okay. So Lucid is a 7'5" Goliath with blue tattoos all over his body. He looks just like he does in the picture. He has no hair. He has that kind of armor on. He is not the most intelligent creature, so he's the epitome of a hammer will solve all problems.
I mean, that's what I heard. Ain't nothing a sledgehammer won't fix. Moving on, we have our new characters today. So starting with Jindak, you've heard everybody else. Tell us what you look like and what you're playing as.
I am Jendak. I have blue hair, brown eyes, 5'10", weigh around 200 pounds. I fear bees.
All right, and what are you playing as?
Got it. Human.
No, the other half. I need the other half. The class. The class. Like fire. Or...
Fighter. Yeah, fighter. Sorry.
Gosh, come on now, stick with me. All right. You're all right. Next up and last but not least, Durifem. I'm gonna mess that name up. Don't worry about it. Durifem.
Don't worry about it. I am playing the Durafam Rune Chest, a mountain dwarf of the Path of the Berserker, under an oath to seek glorious death. Yeah, that's pretty much him in every sense of the word. He is a dwarf barbarian who has a majestic black beard, a pretty large dwarven warhammer on his back, and 2 hand axes on his hips.
Well, first things first then. I want you to right click that card and flip it over, please.
Boy.
Luck be a lady. Oh no, this might not be good. Oh.
That's not good.
What is this?
I don't know what it is. Maybe he just wants a hug.
It's what it looks like.
Well, I don't know if I can tell you what it is. And I don't know if I want that to happen. Well, technically, this is something that influences the entire party.
Oh, dear God.
Oh, no.
So basically, you guys obtain an enemy, but I updated. Yeah. So here's the gist. Like, I'm not going to tell you what kind of enemy, but yeah, you guys have acquired a very powerful enemy.
Another
Quest
one?
line, here we come.
I know, right? Just put them in line, right? I tell you what. All right, I tell you what. Everybody type 1 in Roll20 chat if you want me to re-roll this. This would be this is democracy. 2 if you want to keep it. 1 to re-roll, 2 to keep. All right. Let's see ones. I see. Wow, it's tied again. Wait, is that the tiebreaker? One. Oh, tie. Oh, tiebreaker. All right. Good. This is exciting too, isn't it? So look. Oh no, we tied again. Damn it! Who's gonna break it?
I will change to a 1.
Nope, you already voted.
Okay.
So wait, are we locked? Are we locked?
We're still tied.
Oh, are we?
Well, you know what? I'm the tiebreaker. Oh, is that you here, Chula?
Decide. Yeah.
That's everyone.
Well, no, the dice have decided I am the tiebreaker, so I say reroll.
Okay.
I just didn't want to encourage you, that's all. So, here we go. I'll give you this one instead. Give you Fates instead.
Oh.
Yeah, this one.
I didn't know that one either.
I might have to rewrite the flames again. All right, let's see. Fates looks like it's what it's supposed to be, so let me go look that up then. Like a lot of these have been edited, so even if you were to look at the deck of many things, you might not get exactly what it says. But I think this one is exactly as it should be. The Fates, reality's fabric unravels and spins anew, allowing you to avoid or erase one event as if it never happened. You can use this card's magic as soon as you draw the card, or you can hold on to it to use for later, anytime before you die. So basically, I gotta kill you. Yeah. So just write it down in your inventory somewhere that you have the Fates card, and you might want to look up what it does so you can put that by there. Now, the reason why I wanted to re-roll Fates is because it's supposed to be a red dragon that catches your guys' scent, and you guys are gonna. I think you already got enough dragons for one day.
Mind if I
Mm-hmm.
Mind if I step away for 1 minute? I gotta do something real fast.
No, you're welcome to jump away. We're about to get started, though. Irachula, if you are officially here now, do you want to go ahead and do your character intro?
Sure.
Go for it.
I'm Chula, a 30-year-old fighter. And right now he is sharpening his axes.
And what classes are you playing?
A fighter, battle master.
There you go. All right, so let me drop the scene on you guys as you guys have kind of like started your day and everything. Shisha has looked up from her paperwork as a very shadowy looking individual enters into your guild house. Elizabeth, those who are in the know her as the right-hand man of Jefferson, the one who was wounded the night before. She knows about what happened. She knows exactly who did what, and she was definitely keeping an eye on you guys before she made herself known. With the aid of your cleric at the time, I believe it was
Minerva.
Minerva, yeah, I was trying to remember their name. When they were here, they dragged Minerva in to heal Jefferson up, to purge the poison, as it were. And afterwards, releasing her back into your care and knowingly allows you to take Robant away. But she told you she was going to visit you. And here she is. And, you know, you guys are in the... Like, you guys just came back from getting the Gaius released. So... And some of you are celebrating that she's free from the curse, or what have you, if you wish. Felix is just here to monitor things for a bit. But Shishay just kind of like directs her attention to Elizabeth, then just goes, "So, what do I have the pleasure of you here?" And for those who don't know, Shishay has a very monotone way of speaking, so there's like no feeling coming from her. And this other woman, though, she has no problem showing emotions. Says, "Oh, I don't know. I've come here to check in and see what has happened to this little individual who snuck over the fence last night."
I hope you don't mind if I interject just real quick, because this seems very appropriate.
Alright, I'm back.
To break this up.
What's up?
Fendelthik is currently terrified of Nyx.
Mm-hmm.
I think that comment is just perfect for responding in kind, if you don't mind.
What do you got?
Well, after his brief exclamation of "Damon! Flag Damon!" Fendelthik charges past Felix, and instead of trying to push through the door, jumps out the window again.
Oh no. Oh no, not another window.
You do realize it's winter, right? Make a acrobatics check. You know, because the window was closed last time I checked.
The floorboards and the window?
To the wall, to the wall. You smash through the window and roll out to the other side and leap to your feet.
You briefly hear an exclamation of, "I require a window!"
Elizabeth kind of like turns her gaze to the madman that just ran out and casually stares back at Shishay as if to think, you know, a lot of these things are starting to make sense now. So, I need to speak to the little wee one in the back. And
Can
Shishay.
you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Please
Okay, cool.
make sure you're not interrupting the story unless you're actually role-playing your character, alright?
Sorry.
Shishay turns behind her to look at the rest of you, and, you know, Rabant's hanging out with Nyx at the moment, and just making you guys aware. Well, do you guys want to talk to her?
Yes.
Thank you, she says, just kind of like passing by, and Shishay nodding. And I know this is going to be a lot of heavy story here for those who just joined, but hopefully we can get into a situation where we can all role play together. So Elizabeth takes a seat and stares across the table at the little girl and says, "Did quite a number last night, didn't you?" "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to," she says. And she's definitely, you could see like the guilt stricken on her face. "All right, don't worry, lass. I did not tell any details to Jefferson. Though he is very convinced that if he ever catches the cunt who did this, he will gut them with a knife and split them from end to end, but I'll make sure he doesn't do that to you. Thank you."
Nyx's eyes just kind of narrow. It wasn't her choice. It wasn't her choice to begin with. In fact, we have Jefferson to thank for that little stunt. Seems his friends in the Underdark put her under a Gaius to murder him.
You know, that is half the reason why I didn't jump to conclusions.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, and Fram, are you going over there to check on the window?
I'm going over to look at the man out who jumped out the window and then just close the window.
You
Yeah,
close
Fendel
a
is gone.
the window doesn't even need to be closed. It's completely busted out. Like it needs to be replaced. Like he
Close
left.
what is left of the window.
It was already closed. It's just like that wood in between is gone. You know, he just jumped right through the window while it was closed. It's
You know,
just
in cartoons where there's usually like a silhouette of a person through a wall.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm just happy there's not a well in front of this place because you know how many of you would drown.
The Gross would be holding out the cucumber, aiming it at the window, and with the pieces gathered, start to mend it.
All right, like it doesn't happen instantly, as you will be doing it one bit by bit. But yeah, you're absolutely over there using the cucumber as an arcane focus. That works. All right, so yeah, you guys start mending the window, and I just want to say thank you for the crates that have been purchased recently. Thank you very much for your support. Elizabeth continues with her conversation, just kind of like, yeah, I kind of figured that was the case because, according to Jefferson, it was just way too easy.
It was.
Well, you know, also dealing with the bagman situation and being detained, it was not very easy for me to be there for him when he got his deserved shot. We weren't supposed to be there that late, but unfortunately, business ran later than we intended. Donnerite's been watching the channel for quite a bit. They are redeeming gacha tickets. You can add that to your inventory. But does beg to differ that this ace that you have, and for those who don't know, because of Dixper and the Cult of Shella, you guys have basically given Robot natural 20s left and right, and she has earned the attention of a lot of people as an ace adventurer, a genius, as some might have called her. Definitely earning the attention of these so-called shadows wanting to recruit her at an early age. However, you know, Elizabeth's like, as much as I would love to bring her in, I'm pretty sure that's not a good idea now.
No. For many reasons, but especially for Jefferson's safety.
Bean from the bag.
Is somebody playing a bubble game in the background?
Well, I was just about to ask.
Yeah,
Like,
I heard it too. Like, what is that?
Are we okay? So we're giving a bean to Robot. Oh my God, nothing could possibly go wrong. You do know I'm obligated as soon as she walks out the door to plant this, right?
Yeah, probably.
Bean from the bag. I'm just gonna put that there for now. All right, Robot's got your bean. Thank you, guys. Yeah, so like Elizabeth just kind of like, I will cover up what I can. After all, I was the only one that caught you, all in the back. I'll let Jefferson know the problem has been dealt with. You said she had a Gaius cast and you had it fixed, right?
Yes. You don't think he'd be understanding of the situation then?
I think he would, actually. And I think he would understand it completely because that's like them to try something underhanded. I'll make sure the ire of my colleague is directed at the right party.
I appreciate it, Elizabeth. How's he doing, by the way?
Coughing up a lung, getting some bed rest, but he'll be fine.
That's good to hear.
Yeah. Anyways, I just wanted to come by here, check to see how everybody was. And you can definitely see her kind of like gazing hard at Robot.
Something you want to say?
No, just making sure things are all right.
It's appreciated, Elizabeth. Is there anything that we can do to help you with this. You mentioned the bagman.
Yeah,
You've been having
that's...
trouble with him as well.
Well, apparently stuff that I thought wasn't in my bag wound up there whenever they did the check. And this is ridiculous. Can you believe some kind of fairy tale like that? Like, seriously, who would believe such a thing?
Tale.
No, it has to be.
Azuna looks at you with like healing up from all the scars and almost losing an arm. Like, it's not a fairy tale.
Oh, how do you figure?
I got... My life was saved because these guys were able to stop me from being drug in by said creature into my bag of holding, mind you.
Does this place have a bar?
You can start picking up drinks wherever you want, guys. Like, this is your place. This is your tap.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I want to say alcohol.
Yeah, you can have alcohol. All right. I have to ask the obvious question. My veterans know what I'm about to ask.
Right.
Are you wanting the good shit, the boot liquor, or just regular ale?
It's regular.
Anybody else?
Lucy would like to do something that he's gonna get drunk.
Uh-huh.
He's
What
a
would you
dwarf.
like?
One's good. I don't know what you expect.
Since he doesn't have a bag of holding, he wants to yell in his like backpack for the bagman to come.
Oh, okay. Just
because he doesn't know any better.
All right, so you do it 3 times, and everybody kind of like looks over in that direction, especially you, Azuna, right?
I think I'll look at first and then realize that he's got a backpack and then be like, oh no, we're good. No one's tempting this guy.
Can you just give me a persuasion check, though, Asuna? Just to convince Elizabeth. Because right now, she's like, no, this is a fairy tale. You're full of shit. You don't know what you're talking about, do you?
Today.
Oh,
all right, not bad.
Not bad at all. Good start. Well, I mean, I guess it makes sense that they wouldn't pull us all away if there wasn't something serious. Also heard there was a murder by your place.
Yeah. It appears connected to the Bagman stories.
Well, I guess we should all be careful with our bag of holdings then, huh?
Seems so.
But I have a bag of holding and nothing happened.
Well, not always guaranteed to work. It's not always guaranteed to work, even if it was an actual bag of holding. But yeah, you can make those comments to yourself. So you're like, it's not working. Elizabeth just kind of like stands up, says, I might have a job for you guys later on, but until this bag of holding situation's taken care of, we're going to pretty much go into a hibernation of our own. So things are going to be locked up tight on our end. I'll be in touch if something comes our way, if you guys are interested.
Oh, yes, we will be.
It seems
we have beef jerky.
Sorry, Nix, go ahead.
It seems we owe you one anyways, both for helping us rescue Robont and for understanding the situation with the guys.
Yeah, it's pretty crafty of them. Wouldn't want that for anyone that I know either. Anyways, I'll take my leave for now. Have a good day. And
You as well.
Yeah, unless anybody else has anything to say to this woman, she takes her leave. Staring at the broken glass slowly being fixed. And then makes her way out.
Should we check on Vendel? He didn't seem... I mean, he never seems well, but he seemed especially unwell today.
I agree. We should probably check on him.
Do you have any idea where he went?
I mean, I think we could follow the trail of chaos and destruction and probably find him.
That is a fair point. Very fair point.
In fact, Nix, you should be the one that should lead the party and speak to them directly.
Why is that? Is she gonna tilt her head?
Before jumping out, they were so concerned about the flying, what was it, demon?
Yep.
Oh no. Did he mean me?
Well, I don't see anybody else that's flying around here.
No,
Oh,
it's me.
no.
Robot tries to flap her wings.
Oh no, maybe I
Lucy would
should
like to get
stay
2
here then. I
cups
don't
of
want
the
him
good
to get.
stuff and hand 1 to Eminon.
Sorry, you were very soft-spoken. What were you saying, Lucid?
I apologize. Lucy would like to get 2 cups of the good stuff and hand 1 to Eminon and drink the other one.
Okay. Does Emanon drink it? It smells very, very potent.
He'll say thank you, and put it down.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Lucy, give me a con save. All right, you were able to down it. It burns going down, but good, hearty burn. You do not suffer any consequences at the moment. But at this point, Felix stands up and he says, "Well, if everything is taken care of for now, Robant, if you ever need anything, ask for the stone and I'll come to your aid if you need it." She nods. "I will take my leave for now. Yeah, unless you guys have anything else we need to take care of before I leave."
I do.
Hmm?
You got any beef jerky?
No.
Ah.
Thank you for the help, Felix.
No problem.
Can I open this window right here?
What window? And who's asking?
Liam.
I mean, yeah, the window's being, or supposedly Grosk is supposed to be over there fixing it, right?
Yeah.
Here, let's move your token down there, will we? Yeah, so Grosk is fixing said window. Findledick ran away. So, like, yeah, he's over here putting piece by piece, and it's a slow process because there's like a whole bunch of shattered pieces. He even has to step outside and pull those pieces from the ground and bring them up. Because, wow, yeah, it would have broken outward.
I just poke my head out the door and say, "Oi! How do you running off with that?"
Oh, he long gone. That was like ages ago. You should have said something a lot sooner.
Ah, well.
Because now
like,
it's gonna take it's gonna take investigation or survival to find him now.
I'll do so. I am oddly proficient in it.
Nice. Yeah,
But
you
I
oddly
will
find
not be
yourself in the back alley and do not find out where he went.
He's lost himself.
Oh my god, Findledick doesn't even know where he's at either.
Oh no!
The DM knows where they are. And trust me, it's nowhere near each other.
Right.
Alright. Way down south. Alright. At Pratt's whorehouse. No.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright.
Find these 2.
Oh yeah, so I was leaving. Felix casts his teleport on himself and leaves.
Can I roll survival to see if I can find either one of them?
You can if you want. If you're hunting them down, you guys can make investigation or survival. Well, Lucy,
I
you do have.
I didn't chase them. I was looking for his trail.
Yeah, like you tried to find his trail and you wound up in the backyard and kind of like lost it. But Lucid has a good sense of where he's going. So Lucid, you're able to start following the trail. Oh, Fiddlethick, where should I send you?
Dealer's choice, man.
Oh no.
Yes, the DM's choice, you say. You know what we must do
He finds
now.
himself in a well. That's what happens.
Well, that is a possibility.
Well.
Well. Alright, so let's see. Let's just roll a d6 and see where you wind up. You get to roll it.
Ooh.
Turns out Shandor has a really bad, like, biker gang. People on bicycles just rolling around, and it's he just got wrapped up in that.
Actually, you find yourself You find yourself on the eastern side of town, but you might not be aware of it. There is currently a repair shop that you're in front of, and on the billboard by the door, there's a sign that reads, "If it's broken, we can fix it. If it's shattered, we'll find a replacement. If it's dead, well, you should go to a temple to get revived. We can't help there."
That's a very long title for storefronts.
No, it's just a billboard. It ain't the actual name. There's a sign that's like hovering over the door that says Galantine's Fixer Uppers.
Well, only one thing left to do is approach the door and knock.
You can smell woodworking and metal smithing in the air as you kind of like approach the door. And you hear the loud banging of hammers banging into metal, and there's like saws being hand driven to saw through lumber and stuff like that. But knocking on the door doesn't seem to bring anybody to it. It is a storefront. It's a storefront though.
Fair enough. I don't think it's opening the door and walking in.
Yeah, you walk
Wild
in.
magic.
Oh, of course, wild magic.
Oh, no.
Of course, Findle. I mean, why not? All right. Okay, hold on. I got your number right here. It is. Well, you know, you saw a whole bunch of people in here, and then they instantly went invisible, including yourself.
He holds perfectly still and says nothing.
There's still like metalworking and woodworking happening, and then there's a couple people going, "Hey, wait, what's going on here? Something's the matter. I can't see. Where'd my hand go? What's going on here? Like, I can still feel. What is this trickery?" And then, like, after a minute of this shenanigans, the invisibility wears off, and they're like, "That was a weird trick. Think somebody's playing games with us."
Require a window.
Oh, hi there. Welcome in. And this half-orc gentleman walks over. He is an half-orc. I remember that part. Male, black, salty hair, pot marks all over his clothes, light green skin, one broken tusk. He offers a smile as he greets you with his one fully grown tusk, and one that was broken off awkwardly smiles at you. "Samuel Galantine, at your service. How can I help you?"
Spindlethick, I require a window.
Well, I mean, we don't normally deal with... Oh, no, I could actually fix that. Yeah, what do you need us to put one in for you? Like, that's kind of what we do.
Yes.
Fair enough. I could do evaluations if it's in town for free.
It is. It's over. He turns around to try to point in the direction and realizes he has no idea where he is.
I see. It's, oh, maybe I don't see. Well, I tell you what, you get an address to me. I'll come check it out and see if I can't get it fixed for you. Sound good?
Yes.
All right, then.
Sounds good. I walk out of the door.
Thank
and
you
then
for
I just
walking out
walk
my
in a
door.
random direction again.
All right. I'll take this one off the list. Give me a new D6, and then I'll let everybody have a chance to find you. Another 2. Can you roll something else, please? All right, I know where you are. I know where you. Okay, so basically, I know where you're heading. So that's all that matters. All right, the rest of you are making a beeline of trying to find him, right? And Lucid has the track. Who's all going on this hunting trip for Findlethick? Step outside the door if you are. Move your character by the front door opposite of the inside, which is outside. There you go.
Just walk through a window.
Damn it. Nah, here we go again. Well, this is why we can't keep good things, guys.
Oh no.
Yeah, Robana will stay behind with
Figure out where the door was.
Robana will hang out with us soon, I think. Shishay will stay alert. And
the last thing I can see Rabant doing is trying to find Fendel.
I mean, you don't want her to find you. She's a trained assassin now. Outside the door if you're going with. Or are you standing there, Wonder? It's just, all right, cool. All right, so as Lucid is kind of like guiding, first the trail goes way down south through some alleyways and through a bunch of yards that nobody should be walking through. There was clearly a fence there, but apparently he hopped over it. And he kept trailing through, and then he made it out to this one street where you could see this repair shop. His trail seems to go in there for a moment, and then there's a second pair of trail coming out from there that seems more recent, and you're able to kind of like keep following this. Unless there's something you want to do at the repair shop, I'm gonna hold there and see if there's anything you guys want to do to like investigate this.
Why did he go in there? And I mean, I'm more impressed that he managed to go inside without breaking anything.
No, he usually seems to be pretty decent at going in without breaking things. It's the leaving that's usually the issue.
Usually.
The point still stands. The door is still there.
I guess more that he usually doesn't even use the door, but yeah.
Do you guys
I'm
go
not even
inside,
sure
or are
he
you
knows
staying
what
out?
Doors are for. Yeah.
Yeah, we should probably find him.
Lucid is gonna ask.
Yeah. What do you got, Lucid?
He's gonna ask, do we want to talk to them about fixing the window? The other window?
There's only one broken window. The other part was a joke. Unless you broke it.
Okay. I wasn't sure if we were taking that.
No,
Well, I
they
wasn't sure
like
if that
to
was, like, a
they
thing
like
that
to
actually
add to the story, and unless I say it's canon, don't just take it with a grain of salt and verify, please.
Well, we at least need someone to come by and fix the floorboards that he crashed through.
Unless we can get Grass to fix
We
those
can leave
too,
somebody
but yeah.
here to talk to him, and then the rest of us can find him.
Alright.
Irachula Trice.
Can I ask something?
Hold on, Irachula was speaking. Irachula, finish your thought.
I'll try to see if I can track the new set of track.
Well, Lucid already has his tracks locked. You guys are able to keep following them. The question of the matter is, do we stay here and ask questions, or do we just keep following the tracks? And what were you going to ask?
Can I just keep following the tracks?
Yeah, you can keep following the tracks. Lucid as well, he can lead you.
Because
he had
my
a
character like this?
No. Just kind of like stay together. Like we're doing theater of the mind right now.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So we're kind of like in the theater of the mind. You're just outside the building, so I know that you went on this expedition. But that is the question. All right. So if you are following the tracks, or are you going inside, or are you doing something different? Let me know.
Following the tracks.
Okay. Everybody else?
This is gonna do the same.
Next.
Also doing following the tracks.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm following everybody.
Yeah.
He
They
seemed
seem to know where
off.
they go.
Go ahead, Nix.
He seemed awfully frightened of me. Maybe I should stay and ask questions. Just so
Fair.
that he doesn't run away from me again.
All right. So everybody but Nix is heading on the trail. Is that right? Okay. All right. So then I'll just deal with Nix real quick since they're right there, right? And yeah, you see this repair shop before you. You see the billboard that I mentioned earlier.
She's gonna like fly inside. And get the attention.
Yeah. And as you enter in, like you smell the woodworking and the metalworking and stuff, like furniture being made or some steel ingots being put to work. But you also hear a lot of chuckling going on because they seem to be laughing about something that recently happened. That's so messed up. Can't believe we couldn't see our hands there for a moment. It's crazy stuff. Oh, hello there. I just heard the doorbell ring there as you entered. How can I help you? And this half-orc comes over to greet you.
Well, I'm actually looking for a friend of mine, and I think he might have been here. Have you seen an absolutely unhinged-looking paladin?
Depends. Was they looking for a window?
Oh, yes, that was probably him.
Oh, well, yeah, there was a ranting, raving human that came in here earlier asking about window repairs, and I was gonna give him an evaluation. If it's in town, I could definitely take a look at it. It's free if you need it evaluated here in town, but he went to point me in a direction, and he went blank, and then he said, I'll get back to you, I guess, and he left.
Right, that does sound like him. He might be a little lost, so we are... the rest of my friends are going to collect him. But we do actually need help fixing the floorboards.
I just need an address, Missy.
Of course. And she writes down the address, on a scrap of paper for him.
Yeah, he absolutely passes you paper and pencil so you can write it down.
Thank you. I appreciate the help. Did he look okay? Was he all right?
I don't know, honestly. I mean, we were all kind of invisible for about a minute there. It was quite the chuckle.
Deck of illusion.
Uh-oh, a deck of illusion is being used. Who are we giving it to?
Does seem like him.
Findo,
oh, no.
you're getting a deck of illusion card. So as you're wandering the streets, you have... Wow, you can have a priest and 2 acolytes follow you if you wish. So basically, you get a card in your hand. It has like a divine holy symbol, and there's like the big one, and there's like 2 little ones to indicate like a priest and 2 acolytes that can be following you at the moment, if you choose to use it now. Otherwise, you can hold on to it for a little bit.
I think Fanatec's gonna hold on to it. These cards have been nothing but trouble the past couple of times.
Fair enough. By the way, I'm going to tell you where you are before they find out where you are. So as you're giving the information to our half-orc friend, finally, Fiddledick, you find yourself in front of a library. It says the Omnicron Library. And yeah, this is just a wealth of information inside if you wish to seek it out.
Yes, I'm going to go inside of the library. I'm going to try to see if they have registries.
All right. As you enter into this library, it contains texts and tomes written by historians and entertainers alike. Folklore and guides can easily be checked out here. However, I don't know if I should be reading that out loud. Hold on. Okay. There is a elf dressed in gray robes and a silver cord who seems to be running the counter. There are tables to stay and read, or books can be magically checked and offered. Okay, I could tell you about that when you actually inquire. But yeah, this library has a wealth of categories and things that you can look for. And if there's anything you want to look for, let me know and I'll see if we can find it for you.
Specifically, I'm trying to figure out the address of my house.
You came here to find that out? All right. Give me an investigation check.
All right. Oh boy.
You find a book about giant beanstalks and a tragic event where a volcano blew it up.
I keep searching, but every book that I find that's useless, I just drop wherever I'm holding it. I don't put it back. I just drop it on the floor.
Sir, says the one who's kind of like the clerk over there. You need to be more delicate with the books, please. Please put them back where you found them, please.
Before I drop the book, I purposefully close it, then I drop it.
That's half better. Please, you need to... And they come up from their seat and just kind of like start picking up the books you dropped and try to put them back up for you. You need to be
now
more
this is a game. I'm purposely trying to drop books in front of them.
No, stop it. He purposely tries to catch them before they hit the ground and puts them back on the shelf where you put them out. No, stop that, please. Please stop. No. And about this time, the rest of you see the footprints of your colleague leading into this library that I just mentioned. The Omnicron Library. Omnicron. God damn, I'm a bad speller. Anyway.
Lucid would like to point at the library and be like, he's there, and then walk off.
Okay. Yeah. Do your own thing. What about the rest of you?
Yeah, he's trying to find something else because he needs to do stuff.
I'll enter the library.
Mm-hmm.
Mirror.
Yep.
All right. So as the
follow the rest.
Of course you do. So as the rest of you kind of like enter into this library, you can see a distressed elf following behind the crazematic Findle, who is purposely throwing books at him at this point. And he's like, "Sir, you need to quit." And the guy's got about 9 books that he was trying to put up, but you kept throwing books at him. And he's trying to, oh, there's 10, there's 11, and he's starting to wobble a bit. But yeah, you see this scene going on in the
Wild
background.
magic.
Oh, of course, wild magic. And do I even have to ask who?
As a matter of fact, the clerk.
Oh no. The clerk grows a long beard made of feathers, and they kind of like feel this feathery billow come out from underneath their cheek and just kind of like stretch down to where the books are at. It kind of like gets pulled and pricked by the book leaning up against his chest, and then he just kind of goes, you! And all these feathers just spit all over the floor, and he's like, what in the 9 hells is going on here? Sir, you need to quit doing this. And he falls over backwards, and all the books fall on top of him, and you guys just watch as this mess gets worse with the blue feathers at it. Thank you for the crate purchase.
Can Jendak grab a broom and start sweeping up feathers for them?
I mean, this isn't your house, but you could help tidy up if you wish.
Wild magic.
Cool.
Of course not. Not today. Who's the wild magic for this time, guys?
Who said they were cleaning? Who said they were helping the clerk?
I think was it Jindak? Yeah.
Yeah, it's Jendak.
Hey, Findo, guess what?
What?
A random creature within 60 feet of you becomes poison for 1d4 hours. And guess who I picked for a random creature?
Wild magic.
Who is it?
That poor clerk starts to get purple in the face as they kind of feel like they're about to hurl their lunch. And they're like, bleh, bleh. Oh, God, I don't feel so good. What did you do? Whoa, these books. God.
Curse. It spreads. It must be purged. I pull out my long sword.
Well, before you pull that out, Jindak is redeeming a wild magic on yourself. Is that right?
No, I cast the one. That's me. Hello.
Oh, no, that's right. You're the other guy. Oh, good news, Jindak. You know all those spell slots you were missing?
Yeah.
You're still missing them.
Ah.
You regained your lowest level spell slot, so congrats.
Yay.
I will say if you expended an ability, I'd restore that as well. But we haven't really done anything today, have we? Yeah,
Fendel's back, therefore it is once again the adventures of Fendel.
You know, I had a timeline plan of what we were doing today, but I'm just so glad I could push that off to next week. By the way, turkey gobblers
Wild
next week.
magic.
Oh, wild magic. Yeah, let's keep it coming because I don't need to do anything today. Who's this for?
This one's for Fendel.
Hey, Finna. For the next
Just
minute.
about everybody else. You know.
Oh, okay. So, Fendo, for the next minute, you can teleport up to 20 feet as a bonus action. So basically, you're now phase stepping away from this clerk. Every shelf, you're checking a book. Nothing. Drop.
Oh, well, specifically before I start doing that, I'm going to bring my longsword down onto him to use
Wild
channel
magic.
to use lay on hands to cure him of his poison, and then I teleport away.
What are you doing with that weapon? And
It
Donna,
touches his forehead.
you're gonna cut me! Quit it! And wait, that didn't hurt.
When he realizes it didn't hurt, Fendel's gone.
Yeah. Wait, where'd he go? And Findel's getting this as well. All right. Oh no, Findle. For the next minute, all your spells with a casting time of an action can be cast as a bonus action.
Oh no.
Yeah, the clerk visibly looked pale whenever the blade came out at him, but he was too sick to do anything, and all of a sudden he feels better. You know, it's
Can
almost like you
Jendak-
scared the poison out of him. What's up, Jindak?
Can Jendak search to see if there's a book on the bagman?
Sure, why not? Somebody can do something constructive besides picking on Fendel for coming back.
What do I roll for that? D20.
Give me an investigation. So you'll click investigation in your skills on your character sheet.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Yeah,
And actually, somebody's going to give you a nat 20 on that one.
Cool.
Or who's that for?
For them.
All right.
That's for them.
All right. So as
I
you,
just like to be nice. Don't
oh, why are you being nice to them? You should have gave that
Look,
to an
I still
enemy.
have a wild magic card.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. So you do find ancient folklores. And as you kind of like open it up, you see a grotesque looking creature who seems to be crawling out of a bag of holding. And it kind of like goes over, but this is the thing, right? Like it's just going over the folklore of the Bagman. It doesn't tell you anything detailed other than rumors or what people believe to be part of this folklore. With the natural 20, like the story kind of goes that once upon a time there was a wizard who was with this party that was facing a very strong and powerful enemy. And this is just one of the stories that was spun about it, and it was recorded. And this wizard, scared for his life, did something similar that Ren did. He jumped into a bag of holding to avoid getting devoured or destroyed. No telling what happened to cause it, but some say that the magics of the astral plane merged with this wizard's arcane abilities and slowly changed him, adapted him, made him able to jump through astral spaces such as bags of holding. Eventually he just grew grotesque and his life just expanded through unnatural means, almost becoming like an undead creature. And in his form, he could jump into people's bags of holding, take things that they had in there, put them in someone else's bag. There's just been random reports of how people were having their bags of holding turned over to someone else's version of what they had. Some claim that, oh, you guys swapped bags, or you probably forgot you gave it to them, but everything that they couldn't explain away, they just blamed it on the Bagman in this story in particular. Meanwhile, Findel's over there throwing books in the air still. Who knows God what. So, yeah.
Findle has enough sense to realize after the feather beard that it was time to leave.
Yeah.
So he just teleports out of the building.
Yep, fair. Findle got away from you guys, by the way. And the clerk kind of like gets out from a mountain of books that fell on top of him. It's about 12 books at this point. And he just grumbles, oh, eh. And he starts putting these books on the shelf, not feeling too good.
This poor nerd.
I know, right? And then he kind of like turns to you all and just goes, shh, keep it down. Though I really wanted to wring that guy's neck around. Yeah, and you can see him just kind of like putting these books up there. All right, so what do you guys do in this library as one of you seems to be intently reading something?
How do you roll dice in this game?
Well, it depends. What are you actually trying to roll? Like, it should be
No,
just...
I mean, whenever I just want to know if whenever I need it. I'm assuming you just click that dice thing down here and click which one you want, or...
You can do that. You can also click on the items on your character sheet. It will add the modifiers. If it's like, if I'm asking you to roll investigation, you'll click the investigation on your character sheet. If I'm asking you to do a weapon attack, you'll use the weapon attacks that are in the middle of the page. But if you just need to roll a dice just to make a decision or something on your own, you type \R or roll, and then however many d20s or d whatever, 1d20 or 2d20s or 2d6 or 2d3s or 1d3, like that's just the formula.
I see. You can click these, any of these, investigation and all that. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. You could do that to roll individual dice though. All right. Anyways, guys, as we return to the lovely story we got going on here, Findel's nowhere to be seen. You guys help sort this guy's mess up for those who were sweeping up the feathers. and discover this book about ancient folklores that made a brief mention of the Bagman's origin. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna say we probably... Whoop. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Irachula.
Okay. Urchula runs out of the library and search for new tracks
Alright,
after Fendel.
Findle can only teleport 20 feet at a time, and I assume he can only get so far with that until it stops. So, Findle, would it be safe to say that they could see you walking in a direction?
Yeah, it wouldn't be too.
Roll me a D2. I just need to know if you're going north or south.
Fair enough.
Alright, he seems to be going north. And there is a Choodle in Twitch chat if you guys want to catch it. Exclamation mark Pokey catch. Exclamation mark Pokey start if you want to play the Pokemon game on Twitch. Alright, my friends. If they're Ren, were you going to say something? Please finish your thought.
I was gonna suggest going after Fendel as well, so...
Alright, so yeah, you kind of like following with Irachula and the rest of you. Yep. And I take it Nyx is heading back to the guild?
She might try to catch up with the others.
Which is doable because of the direction that they're currently going into. So, yeah, Irachula, you definitely see him going north, and about to the south of you, you see Nyx kind of like catching up to you guys. And, yeah. Sorry?
Can Jendak slowly slip the book in his pocket?
Are you trying to check it out without checking it out?
Yes.
Alright, yeah, you can do
The
that.
book about the Bagman, yeah. Okay.
Give me a sleight of hand.
I like that. Check it out without checking it out. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah,
which one would that be? D4, D20?
Sleight of hand. Look for sleight of hand in your character sheet and just click the word sleight of hand. It is in the skills and abilities.
Okay.
Yeah, just click the word.
Alright, I got you.
Like I said, this character sheet does it all for you. Gives you all your modifiers most of the time.
Alright, I clicked it.
So you think you walked out of here without being caught. And you managed to walk out the door. Where are you keeping this book, by the way?
+1 armor
do I have
granted.
a room at this place or something?
Bean from the back.
No. I just want to know on your person where you're keeping the book at the moment.
In my bag or whatever.
Alright, you walk out the door and your bag feels lighter than it was. And I don't know, you want to look in the bag?
Yeah.
You look in the bag, the book is gone.
Ah.
As soon as you walked out the door, Durahan, you are getting a bean from the bag, a +1 armor, and I think that's it, right?
Yep.
There you go. Yeah. Giving himself the hookup. Holler if you hear me. Alright.
Gain
So, yeah.
+1 weapon.
A +1 weapon has been redeemed. Who are we giving that to? Durahan, you could have a +1 weapon as well.
Oh, thank you.
See? Chad is lovely. They're being nice today.
Oh shit, I thought he already had one.
No, you gave that to Jindak, I believe.
Right, I
Yeah,
for
it's
some
all
reason
good.
thought he was a returning player. I was
Nah, it's alright. So you're able to see Findle about 60 feet away from you guys heading north. Nyx is right behind you about 15-20 feet. And of course, Jindak, you're disappointed that your book disappeared.
Oh, rats.
So what do you guys want to do? Like, do you want to investigate the book? Do you guys want to catch up to Findle? Do you want to wait for Nyx? What are we doing, guys? Like, you need to help me out here. So
going to go Neum and attempt to do a pounce onto Fendel's back. Not like trying to tackle
Reincarnate.
him, but just trying to jump into piggyback position.
well, this ain't good. Who are we reincarnating? Oh no, Findle! Oh no!
Oh, Jesus, this could end wonderfully.
Well, I need you to roll me a D100 while I pull up a reincarnation table.
Am I dying?
Yes. How did you guess? I should have known. You would have figured me out. I
Oh
forgot.
yeah, you haven't been here for the reincarnation nonsense.
Oh
Yep.
no.
Well,
Yeah, he's a
this
peasant.
human turns into a high elf. Now, keep in mind, this is only cosmetic and only lasts for a couple hours. Well, it could last up to 4 hours.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, you get the maximum usage of it.
4 hours.
So for the next 4 hours, you are a high elf in visual effect. You still keep your stats and your race, but you look like a high elf at this point. And yeah, he looks a lot thinner as soon as you start to pounce him.
I'm still going for it.
Yeah, he starts to grow
by the way-
ears that dagger out. Yeah.
What bean did I get? Or
Do
I
you,
don't know I got.
You gotta plan it first to find out.
Well, I'm gonna plant it right by the
And you're at the guild house, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
They're almost alone and gonna
So roll me a d4, will you?
Oh no.
Holy shit.
All right. So all of a sudden, your bean plants into the ground, and 9 pink toads leap out of the spot where the seeds planted.
That's not gonna cause any problems later on.
I mean, depends. Do you do anything with the toads? Hold on, let me solve this one. Let me solve this one first, because those of you who are not at the guild house at the moment, it has nothing to do with you. So this is Durafram who is doing this by the guild house because they stayed behind. I'm assuming outside, right? Outside, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna move these lovely individuals over here. So let's kind of like put you, get away from the scene. So like over here, right? So over here in the front yard, in the snow, by the way, there are 9 pink toads that are trying to leap around. Do you do anything?
They're pink toads. No. I'm just going
No?
to go.
So as you walk away from your seed and these 9 pink toads try to jump around, there's a bunch of pink mist as they all disappear after about a minute.
Okay.
If you would have touched one, we could have had a little bit more fun.
I saw pink toads and said there and said, oh.
I've heard about this. You gotta lick the toads.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Instead of just throwing it at someone, I didn't think.
All right. Asuna has a gift for Wonder. I mean, we could take a break from the Findledick situation if you want.
It's for Azuna.
Oh, okay. Wonder has it. Okay, so okay. Let's finish up with Findle. Findle is out in front of Mishumitos at the moment.
In front of where?
Wild magic.
Mishumitos. It's a like a Japanese treat shop. And okay. An illusionary butterfly is flutter in front of you. And you hear a voice behind you saying, "Oh, butterfly!" And yeah, there's just a bunch of butterflies flying around you. The voice, you can't connect to anything that's nearby.
What? Am I at this point tackled by Rin?
I don't know. That's the thing we're trying to do, right? That was the thing. Ren, do you tackle him at this point? All right. So unless there's any resistance, yeah. So unless there's any resistance from you, Findle, you feel them on your back.
Oh. I turn to look at him.
I'm on your back.
I keep trying to turn to look at you.
As you turn to look at him, Rand, you get slapped by his new elvish ears.
Ah! My face! You poked me in the eye! Ah!
You poked me in the ear!
You poked me in the eye.
You're not a chaos. That's what we live for.
This is why we're called Chaotic Calling, right?
Chaotic Calling, yeah.
You've heard the calling. Good to know.
Eventually, Rin will get off.
Okay.
Like,
Where am
Where are you going?
What am I?
We came to get you, and you just ran off, or well, teleported off, or something. I don't know. You just poofed.
Who am I?
You're Fendlethick.
Thank God.
At least I hope you're Fendlethick. You look like Fendlethick and act like him anyway. So if you, well, you don't really look like him so much anymore. But
Why
you
not?
did a minute ago. I don't know. Maybe it's that bartender's curse still. I don't know.
Not again.
Or it might be the
Oh,
cucumber.
no.
The cucumber's been doing a lot lately.
That is
The
true.
goddess of misfortune has frowned upon me once more. How must I repay? How must I repent? Another
Yeah,
year in the
that's-
floorboards.
I don't know. Grosk has been saying that the cucumber can absolve all, so maybe talk to him.
Yes. The cucumber.
But the cult of Shella
Yep.
calls to you. Do you not see the butterflies?
Call of who?
The cult
Shella.
of Shella. Oh shit, you've missed all the cult of Shella stuff too.
Yep,
Oh,
you've been
boy.
gone a while. Been gone a while. Technically, anybody using Dixper's cultist of Shella. Oh, thank you for supporting the Wounded Warrior Project. That's $50 to them, and if we get another 50, that'll be another deck draw, and that one will be Radiant. Means good things will happen. So thank you for helping out a good cause there. All right, so Fendel, are you going to keep us out here in the code, or are we going back to the guild so we can see what's going on?
I don't know where I am.
Do you
the
want
rest
to
of
go
us are
back to the
here
guild
and you-
house?
Yeah, let's go home.
We must speak with this cucumber.
Yeah, that's at the guild house. So let's head back there.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, just don't
Yeah.
question it. I'm giving up questioning it too.
I'll ask this real quickly so I'm not lost on the dark, but what is Lucid doing on their own?
He wanted to find stores that had salted meat, some oregano, lemon, some flowers, and like just basic seasonings for 2 steaks and some
You do
Angelican steaks.
you do realize like your guild hall becomes equipped with that kind of stuff, right? Like you shouldn't have to
Yes,
go
I'm
out to get it
already
yourself, but
doing that.
all
I
right,
want
no.
to. I want to make. I like to do something special sometimes.
All right, so if you want to do like a steak dinner for everybody, or is this just for a couple people?
Just for me and one specific other person.
10 Go pizzas will cover it.
All right.
Oh.
Who's this special person?
It's a secret. Ha, ha.
Yeah. It's a
Their
secret
name,
you
their
don't
their
admit
name,
until
their
last
name.
several sessions.
You know, their name is fun to say, but don't worry about it, guys. All right, so my friends.
They may or may not have a name depending on which way you're looking when you read it.
Exactly.
Ah,
Shit, I
yes.
just saw that.
You just
That is
okay.
the
Yeah.
entire point of the name.
Yeah. All right, guys. So after some finagling with Findlethick and eventually Lucid coming back with a giant grocery bag of their own belongings, you are all able to return to the guild, and like there's just a little bit of residual pink dust in the air off to the left of the front yard as you're walking up. So like something happened over there, but I'm sure it's fine.
Where's the pink dust at?
Somewhere over here where the pink toads were summoned.
Oh, okay. Outside. Okay.
Yeah. Like you could have seen him do it if you wanted to, but
You know what? Eminon's while he's alone and everyone's gone off on their thing, he's actually gonna drink that drink.
give me a con save.
Are you in this room? Because I would very
Nice.
much.
Yeah, it's
Are
out
you
in the
in
open.
this room, Manon?
I am here.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Cool.
He's looking at it.
Why did you? Azuna wants to ask. Why did you wait so long to consume such a wonderful beverage?
Goes down hard, but you survive it. No problem.
Because I can't always handle my alcohol, and I didn't want to be inebriated in front of Lucid.
I see. You're worried that you're going to start killing.
I thought we're not talking about murderers, Asuna.
Oh, I'm sorry, Robot. I keep breaking these darn rules.
We gotta keep it on the
Oh,
down low,
dear,
like you said. You told me.
That's right. That's right.
Thank you for the $5
about
donation
murdering.
to the Wounded Warrior Project.
You're welcome.
What was this about murdering this guy during like battle? Battle?
No,
I'm
no battle.
Usually the murder
battle.
hobo type.
Yeah, but I mean, I almost killed a drow, and I don't know whether I should be proud or not.
You should be.
No,
You
I
should be. You
should.
have
I,
nothing to
it wasn't
apologize
under my
about,
own
Robot.
influence. And besides, it was Jefferson. I shouldn't have shot him. He shouldn't have been the victim of my first attack on a drow.
Well, all I'm saying, if you
Jefferson
were
was a
in
drow?
your...
Yeah, Jefferson's a
If you
drow.
were
How
in
many of you
your-
missed that?
Yeah.
Does
I don't know
does it
why,
make
but I
sense
thought
now?
he
Does it
was-
make more sense now why they
A
are
little
coming
bit,
after him? Okay, good. I'm glad you caught that. There you go. Yeah. So hey, look, I helped you get some disposition, guys. It's okay.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I've
yeah.
actually been here for all of this stuff, and I didn't.
Yeah, no,
How
no,
did
it's
you-
fair. It gets
How
lost
did
in.
you not? His
Oh,
token.
good. I'm just his token's that too. Anyway, I'm glad you realized.
I've seen his token.
I'm new. I didn't know.
I
Mm.
think I've only seen it once, and that was during the
Um,
12-hour stream. About
Okay,
11 hours
that's
in.
fair. That's
Yeah, that was
completely fair, actually.
All right. So, and about this time, you guys can roam back inside, I guess, unless there's something you guys want to achieve before they come in. The window's
no.
fixed, by the way, Gross. Findle you see the window you broke already restored to its former glory.
Power of the cucumber has been shown to be great. I must converse.
Can I get a cucumber?
Still here?
He might not be here, is he? We're looking for Red Jack. Is he in chat? Nope, he went to the AFK arena. Alright, he went to the AFK arena, so he probably had to go. We'll put him over here. But yeah, he finished his task. So I guess in that case, you don't even see Ross finishing up. He already finished the job and walked off to do other things. Probably to recruit other people into the cause. Outside of the guild.
Oh, wait. I just saw that. Wait, who's Ren Jr.?
Yeah, just about you'll meet him. So I'm just gonna go over to Azuna. Like, Azuna, now that you're back, I actually have something for you.
Oh, yes?
They're rummaging through their bag and pull out the unalloyed rose wine that they got to gotcha.
Oh, thank you.
No problem.
Thank you. I'll give you a big... Azuna will give you one of those big hugs, and as they squeeze you tight, they'll take it. It's a wand?
No, it's...
Type it out.
Unalloyed wine.
Yeah, type it out just in
the-
case. An unalloyed rose wine cast. Oh.
Yes. Yeah. I thought I heard a wand. Awesome. Awesome.
Wine,
This is perfect
wine,
for me.
same difference, right? You're always going to cast unlimited alcohol through it.
Azuna's just gonna look at you and just be like, "Do you know we're gonna have so many drunk parties now? Just because of this, I am so excited. We're going to braid hair. We're going to tell stories. This will be wonderful."
Do I get to drink too? Sorry, go ahead.
Of course. I mean,
The robot ass.
Jindak gives the guy right next to me a noogie.
Do you duck out of the way of the noogie? Emanon?
Oh, he's not even here to receive a
no.
noogie.
Nope.
I am here.
Oh, you
Yep.
are? Oh,
There you
oh.
Yeah.
No. I'll just receive a noogie.
Yay.
There you go. So yeah.
She's gonna give you a very angry glare when you do that.
Azuna
Man.
will look at everyone and just be like, "Okay, so since we didn't have anything crazy or lose anyone today, shall we have something from my new cask? Maybe some wine? Hold on, what day is it? Is it early in the day, isn't it?
It could be a little later in the day because we had to go take care of Robot.
Okay, cool.
And some of
Yeah.
us have already started drinking.
I see you
Yeah.
guys on
Yeah,
the way.
everyone.
Well, I'd love
Is
to.
Vendel still running away?
To know.
No. I came back. I came back with the group. The fear effect has definitely worn off.
Yeah, that wore off the minute he jumped out the window, by the way.
Did he fix his window? Or did he have
Grazk
someone else do it?
Grazk fixed it using mending,
Ah.
and then they AFK'd. And then so if they come back, we could talk to them, but they left afterwards.
Can we explore that forest outside?
I mean, it's your place, whatever you want to do. But the thing is, you guys are kind of like gathered up at the moment. I like to keep everybody together. You know what I want to do, guys? You know what would be great right about now? How about we take a quick little 5-minute break? About a 5-minute break, maybe 10. We're going to go ahead and take a 10-15 minute break. We'll see. Make sure you stay tuned. Thank you for supporting the Wounded Warrior Project. Thank you for all the crates being bought tonight. Much appreciated. The stream can continue living on. We will keep playing some D&D as soon as we get back, but we're going to go use the restroom. We're going to get a drink. We're going to come back and get right back into this. So look forward to seeing what else you guys want to do here in just a short moment. So stay tuned, guys. And thank you again for helping Kazia's pet get over the 50 points there they needed. And now we can work towards the next 48. Stay tuned. Thank you, Paulo Jelly VT, for the $5 donation to the Wounded Warrior Project. Thank you. Hello, we are back from break. I'll leave them muted for a moment till things settle down, but want to say thank you to everybody who has been pitching in, helping out with the Veterans, or the Wounded Warrior Project, I should say, particularly on Veterans Day, by the way. Wounded Warrior Project is a very near and dear cause to our heart, because we've been supporting them for the past 2 years around about this time, and this makes year 3, I believe. So yay, good job to you guys for supporting it. I would have done something a lot bigger for them, but everything was kind of short notice this year, especially with all the changes that's been happening around the channel. We are also planning to do something similar for the St. Jude. I think we're just going to go ahead and just do a week-long charity button for you guys to donate, but we like to do that around December, so look forward to that. Man, winter's kicking in, guys. All right, so
I hate snow.
Frosty
well,
season.
I hate to tell you, it's snow in the game too.
Yeah.
We are $40 away from the next Radiant deck draw, so if you guys want to continue to help the Wounded Warrior Project, that'll get you guys another deck draw, and the donators will get to pick where the card goes, so have fun with that. Let's get back to the game, shall we? Return from your trip around the city with Findledick. You guys returned. And as soon as giving a lovely cask, and everybody's kind of like in merriment at the moment, I suppose. What would you all like to do? What would you like to achieve at this point? Good job, guys.
And we have
Index slowly picks his nose.
Azuna will like stand up and be like, okay, I need some action. I'm going to go start shooting my bow and arrow after a few glasses of wine. Anyone want to join me?
Oh, I'll go. Robot says in
Hell
excitement.
yeah.
I'll come watch Frisbee. Make sure you don't have to shoot something.
Can I have something? Can I have something to drink too?
You can have some hot
Wait,
chocolate.
wait. Stop for a moment. Yeah, hold on. I gotta think. Am I indirectly breaking TOS here? I gotta think for a moment. Yeah, you're probably right. I'll have hot chocolate.
Are we breaking Twitch TOS by endorsing a child having alcohol? Who knows?
Well, you didn't say it out loud, did we?
Endorsing an imaginary
Now we
child
do.
imbibing imaginary alcohol.
Well, no, that could still be kind of like misleading. Let's not entertain it any further. Anyway, moving on.
Here, I'll make you a nice mulled cider.
Sounds good.
Thick is going to go over to the loose deck boards and crawl back into the floor.
No, we just fixed that.
Fandel, have you been living under the house?
I have affairs to set in order first. I'll be back.
Alright, well, you have a room. You do know that, right?
I close the floorboard.
As you close the floorboard, Shisha kicks him in.
Bryn's gonna go over to Shisha and say, do you think we should, like, reinforce the floor with metal or something?
He's just gonna break it again.
That's why I'm saying metal, or, like marble or something. I don't know.
I feel like marble would be more expensive to repair.
Yeah,
we're worried about the repair. Okay.
Yeah, you're worried about the repair. I'm more worried about making it so he can't break it so easy,
You saw the path he carved through town. You don't think he's gonna be able to break through marble somehow?
Never underestimate the
all I
Fandel.
saw was a bunch of footprints and a broken window and broken floorboards, and then that mayhem at the library.
Uh-huh.
At the book
We should
place.
take him to a play.
He is a play. What are you talking about? He is just a
He's-
walking play.
He's a walking
certainly-
Shakespeare act, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
He's certainly entertaining.
He definitely is that. Love him.
Anyone want to go out exploring?
Well, there was something me and Robont were going to do, but maybe it will. But she seemed interested in hanging out with Azuna, so maybe maybe we'll wait until tomorrow.
You don't need to worry. She'd be under great supervision with her old Auntie Azuna. We'll just be shooting things with bows and arrows, sneaking, throwing daggers, training.
You want me to put the apple on my head, or are you going to put it on yours first?
Oh, well, I'll put it on mine. This will be a fun game.
Okay.
Oh my lord.
Lucia totally offers to be having the apple on his head, just so everybody knows.
Wonder, were you saying something there? I think I heard you chime in, but we couldn't hear you.
Yeah, Wonder's gonna look at it. Do you want me to supervise those two?
Yeah, probably. Probably a good idea. If nothing else, then because if one of them accidentally shoots the other, then you'll be on hand to heal them.
Good point.
That's a good point.
I will say this much. Robot kind of like looks to the left of her as if to say something to someone there, and then she just goes quiet all of a sudden, realizing something. Oh.
Ooh, can I insight that?
Sure.
Oh.
I often do that.
Yeah. But I think some of you already know why.
Yeah.
For those who were not here, the best I can give you for now is the fact that I don't know, it depends upon how much you know, right? Like, above table, the spirit of her mother's been following her, and that's how she's kind of been growing as a phantom rogue. Ever since the incident, she's lost her connection, so she kind of like goes to talk to an invisible friend, and then that invisible friend's not there to talk to, and she kind of sighs and dejected.
I think maybe we should take care of that business we were talking about, Robot. Do you want Azuna and Wonder to come with?
Well, where are we going?
Well, we were going to... I was thinking we could go and talk to that woman that we met who offered to do reading for us. She seemed to know a lot about spirits, and she may be able to help us with and she,
is she still
she kind
in
of
town?
trails off. She might be.
right.
I'm hoping that she is.
Can I come with?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, everybody can go.
There's a knock at Robot's foot from the one underneath the floorboards, and a letter and a card come up from Fendelstic. That's simply just the letter simply stating, "The light of the divine reveals all secrets and casts the deepest shadows." And it's the deck of illusions card I got earlier.
What? All of a sudden, a priest and two acolytes appear behind her. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Where the hell did these magical powers come from?
Yeah, so there are 3 new individuals standing behind Robot, and Robot kind of like eeps and steps away from there.
Nyx is going to immediately like go and like throw daggers at them.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Because she's a little bit jumpy after Robot has been kidnapped by so many new people.
Gee, I guess that's fair. Yeah, where did these clerics come from, right? Go for it, make an attack roll, right? And as you
She's
fling
not
that
looking
dagger...
at their...
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Okay, oh shoot, hold on. Hell?
I'm asking you to shoot.
I am so sorry. My roll 20 just like up and disappeared.
Don't worry. I was just gonna make you roll for shits and giggles. Basically, your daggers fly through though.
Visions.
Yeah,
you go. For heaven's sake.
Yeah, and then you all kind of like realize they are illusions. For a moment there, I thought that was I thought those were Ironforge clerics for a moment.
Yeah. Do we have Ironforge clerics that do come around here?
I sure hope not.
What are Ironforge clerics?
Not Ironforge, Ironforge. I apologize.
Yeah, no iron. It's ire, like ire of the eye. It's a fire god, if you guys are wondering. I'll tell you.
They are all but relaxed. Azuna does not get along with them.
Ah. Well, if you don't like them, they must be something else. Because Azuna generally gets along with most anybody.
Right.
True. Yeah, I just feel like it's safe to let Robot have that kind of leeway, especially considering where you're thinking about going. All right. So, question mark. Where do you plan to look for this woman?
She tell us where the
She
shop
had.
was?
Yeah,
I
she
know,
had told us.
I know she told you the city, but I need to know if she told you anything else.
She told us. You said she told us where the shop was.
Yeah, so that we could find her to get a reading. I don't remember the specific name. I'm so sorry, but I do remember that she
is Chilean Cove. The shop is the Golden Lobster, and this particular city is several hundred miles away from where you currently are. Now, what I'm trying to ascertain is if she said anything about staying in town anywhere, because that would definitely give you leeway. Otherwise, you guys can try to search for it just the same. It's been, what, maybe a couple of days, and her trip should still probably have her here still. So I guess this comes down to, like, did she tell you, like, a hotel she was staying at, or...
That I'm not sure about.
We were wrapping up, and I think you were trying to just shorten it, so you didn't really give us a lot of specific details. You just kind of said she tells you how to find her, basically.
Yeah, basically, yeah, if it was, well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, if it was just general information where she normally stays, it's in Jillian Cove at the Golden Lobster. It's the casino that she runs.
Right. You don't think, what's his face? Not, Felix? Maybe a way to get us there with the transportations?
She might be
calling him so much lately.
He might be, but she might also still be in town. Maybe we should have a look around and ask about. I mean, she and her daughter did stand out quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine she wouldn't be difficult to find.
Yes. She's still stomping at the floorboards. What?
You know a lot about people and places around here. Do you happen to have any idea if this person's still around somewhere? And
who?
The lady,
oh, okay.
I don't remember her name personally, but...
No. Okay, you know what? History check. Let's see if you guys can remember her name. If you know her name, you could say it.
Yeah.
If you can't remember it, just give me a history check, because it's legit. Like, you could forget somebody's name very easily.
Oof.
Oh, yeah, that fits. Rin was distracted by the pets anyway, so...
Alright, no, I'd say 11's good enough. Her name was Shang Chu.
Her name... Oh, sorry.
I will say you don't know the daughter's name, though.
Alright.
Well, they did both introduce themselves, but yeah.
They did, but as far as your memory goes...
Yeah.
And I don't know if Emanon was there.
Emanon was not.
No, they weren't in. They were in the co-ed bath.
Yeah.
They were bath with us first.
No.
Hmm?
Yeah, but they didn't talk to you.
Bath, Emanon.
Yeah, they stepped into the women's bath after leaving the co-ed bath. Shishi, have you ever heard of...
Lucid and Emanon?
Say that again, Lucid.
Did they?
They did introduce themselves, Lucid and Emanon. Yeah, because when we walked in, we introduced ourselves to them, and they did the same.
Yeah, but you don't know what business they're about.
Backstory like y'all got,
Yeah. Okay, so, well, here's the thing. You guys are aware of them, but as far as, like, who they're actually thinking about, you hear the name Shang, and you're like, oh, yeah, that's that lady I met at the spring. So that's fair. And like I said, it's not imperative to the story at the moment, but the other character was Yin.
Shishay, have you heard about anyone named Shang, a sort of fortune teller rogue, speaks to spirits. Do you know where a woman like that might be?
Let's see if she does. Fortune teller? Ha, don't make me laugh. However, the person you're probably looking for is living a cushion life into high-end hotel, known as the Golden Goose.
Thank you. We think they might be able to help Robant in some way, so...
Be careful.
Why
do
is
you know
that?
something we don't?
She could be a dangerous individual. Just like Jefferson.
I mean, you
see.
could be a dangerous individual too.
I am. I never lied about it.
Fair enough.
She shows her katanas.
Fair enough.
Stomps the ground again. Damn it, Findle, get the fuck out from there.
Shishay,
Hmm?
I respect your insight on this. Should we bring Robant with us then?
Well, I mean, how many
With
of us are going?
It's gonna be hard to tell your story without the girl.
Yeah, that too.
That's fair.
Kind of hard.
Above table,
Hmm.
like, she's just asking because she respects Shishay's opinion and she's
Right,
going
right.
to...
I'm over here
Yeah.
trying to process it. Don't worry. Like, I'm just coming up with the quick answers for you right now.
No, I appreciate it. I was just letting Rin know.
Yeah.
Good. No, good. She just kind of folds her arms for a moment and thinks, I don't trust her. She comes from a different culture. Some say that she rules with an iron fist. Some say that she's mean where she's from.
Just like from some random quarter. That's cold for us.
It is what it is. I'm allowed to not like who I don't like. I'm not saying she's a bad person, but she comes off as something from unknown. Anyway.
I appreciate it.
Fendo, how long are you going to stay under there?
Ornox come back from a completely different part of the room.
God dang it, he moved. And alright. So
Should we just put in a cellar door for him or something?
all this time you guys didn't know it, but you have a cellar.
Huh.
There is a cellar.
That magic beam I found, like a hole.
Oh god, you could probably create a cellar with that, couldn't you?
Make the whole building float.
Yes, go ahead and do that. I'd love to do that.
Oh my goodness.
I don't think that's a good idea, laddie.
Oh, I think it's a wonderful idea.
Do I really get that lucky? Alright, I'm gonna leave that on the table for later. Anyway. What do you guys want to do?
Nyx is going to try and take Robot to the Golden Goose now that she knows that that's where Miss Shang is staying.
Alright. And alright, I tell you what, gather by Robot out the door if that's where you're going. A lot of this will be theater of the mind, guys. What's up?
Before we go, can Jindak pick one of the rooms over here? I'm gonna step out for a while. One of these open rooms up back.
Well, if you're leaving out of if you're heading out of character, you don't have to say anything, but you're leaving, all right?
Yeah,
and you could jump. Yeah, all right. Then if that's the case, yeah, we'll catch you next week. Then thank you.
All right, see you, man.
Have a good night.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Character over right here.
Sounds good. That works for me. Thank you, Jindak. Have a good night.
All right. You too.
All right. So, man, I'm gonna have to definitely give you guys a lot of combat in the next coming weeks, ain't I?
I was hoping to smack something with a hammer.
No, I'm sorry. Like, there's a lot of drama going on, but we'll get there, I promise. So you go to the.
I can make more drama with a hammer.
I'm sure you can.
You could play Whack-a-Fendle.
Yeah, you could. And
Oh,
then we.
I'm gonna play Whack-a-Fendle.
You guys come back and don't find a floorboard in sight. So off to the Wicked Witch we go. I mean, what?
Wicked Witch?
Nah, I'm just kidding. She's not a wizard. Anyway, you find yourselves going to, like, your guild house is not in a bad part of the town. So basically heading north some ways, about 4 or 5 blocks, you find, like, the more elegant buildings made for, like, noble, like, people to visit. And, you know, it's like a good shopping district. And one of the particular places here is known as the Golden Goose, a very high-end inn/hotel where people pay good money to stay. As you enter into the establishment, the floors are made out of like pure marble, and they kind of let off a sheen as you enter in. Your footsteps kind of like tap against the rockiness of the marble as you approach a counter made out of oaken wood and very elegantly designed with like elvish flourish throughout the mantelpieces of the boards. And this, what is it, a half elf, I think? Or is it an elf? What do we got here? We got another elven woman who's watching over the counter at the moment, and she just casually asks, are you getting rooms for tonight? And kind of like, you do get the feeling that she is judging you.
We're actually hoping to see one of the guests that you have staying here.
Oh, is that so? Well, I mean, the personal effects of our guest are pretty much confidential. Is there any way else I can help you?
Oh, well, would you be able to deliver a message on our behalf to them?
Perhaps. Do you know their names?
Yes, their name is Miss Sheng Shengxi, I believe.
Sheng Chu?
Sheng Chu, yes.
Wow, I picked some weird names for you guys to pronounce, huh? You make me do it, now it's your turn. So yeah, she kind of like goes through her books and stuff, and oh yes, she was here 3 days ago, and oh, you are in luck. She's still here.
Thank you so much. Would you tell her that Nyx and Robant, the young lady that she met who are in the same business as she, are in need of some advice?
Certainly. Give me a persuasion check.
Okay. Sorry, I'm fighting my character sheet.
I know. Take your time.
Oh, damn, okay.
Damn.
Apparently
Okay, so
you won.
yeah, you did. Yeah. So like literally if you would have rolled shit, she was just gonna go to the back room, have a cigarette break, come back. Well, I gave you a message. But you have persuaded her to do more than that. She makes her way up some stairs that are nearby and leaves her desk unattended for the moment. There's a bit of time that goes by, which I guess at the moment, like, is there anything you guys are doing untowards down here, or are we just leaving things as they are?
Irachula gives Nyx a look like scream if you need any help.
Sorry, what?
Say it
Just
again.
say the word and I will. Just say the word and I'll help you out.
Thanks, Irachula. I appreciate it a lot.
I know this is off topic, but there's a Pikachu in Twitch chat. Go ahead.
Is there anything on the desk that's interesting?
Make an investigation, this one will.
All right.
Okay, Yoda.
You got the reference. Congratulations. You do see the binder that she was looking through and all the guests that are kind of like listed in separate rooms. Matter of fact, with that investigation, you can actually find the room number that Xing Chu is in.
Oh, cool. She is just going to make a note of that.
She's on the 3rd floor and it's labeled number 21.
Huh.
Just in case.
Sloppy. Leaving the records open.
Yeah, and if you, and that's why I'm giving you guys a moment. Like, if you guys want to do something untowards, I'll let you do it. But if nothing else is happening, sorry, go ahead.
I'm not sure I should do what I want to do.
What do you want to do, Wonder?
If I may, Wonder, except for the book, Wonder's gonna move everything this 1 inch to the left.
Okay.
I'm too drunk to see anything straight. What did you do?
Shh. All right. The
I planted the bean under the floorboards.
Oh my god.
Wait, what?
Are you at the guild?
No.
Well, you can't plant the beans in this floorboard because there are no floorboards. It's marble flooring.
Damn it.
You see? Wynn's gonna look at Nix. You see? I don't think Fendel would be getting through this and pointing at the floor while we're waiting.
yeah. Very
And then,
fanciful.
It would slowly chisel at the floor.
I'm not convinced. I feel like here's my counter argument. He did, with enough time and effort, manage to like open up those cells in the goblin camp. I feel as though with the amount of time we leave him unattended, he could destroy near almost anything.
Very true.
I mean, bending metal is one thing. Breaking through solid stone is another.
You see a hacksaw sawing a hole in the floor. You're
Wait, what? In the hotel?
I hope not.
This is my opportunity.
So the clerk comes back down with a gentleman who seems to be pretty burly and strong looking, and he kind of like glances at the crowd. And the elven woman kind of directs you towards the gentleman's like, he will lead you up to the mistress if you wish to see her.
Oh, thank you.
Scary looking guy you are.
Yeah. Your point.
Thank you.
Follow
My point
me.
is, you want to go out and have a drink sometime?
I'm working right now.
Ah, delightful.
Yeah, you tell me about it. Follow me.
I
Eh.
pass him a flask for your troubles.
No, keep your flask to yourself. The mistress doesn't like me inebriated, and I would not want to disappoint her.
All right.
He brings you up to the 3rd floor. Each floor seems to have at least 7 rooms to them, and all the way down at the end, number 21, he knocks 3 times. All right, come in. And he opens the door, and you find yourself in a outside of a room that is pretty large for what it is, a suite if you would. And off to one end there's like an end table that has like a set of makeup and kitten caboodles, what have you, and all kinds of like drawing tools to kind of like masquerade the face a little bit or what have you. And there's like this big mirror that she's looking at, and she's kind of like doing her makeup as you're like coming in. Ah, so you finally returned to me, I see. Well, show him in the rest of the way. And this gentleman scurries you guys in. They brought friends. I'm sure you'll be fine, won't you? Behave yourself. I would hate to have to throw you out.
Of course.
Rin gives him her most innocent kitten look.
All right.
Hopefully backed up by Rin Jr. on Wonder's shoulder. Yes.
Fair enough. All right. Take care, Emanon.
Take care, guys. Enjoy.
Yep.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Hope your kid gets better.
Yep. So maybe we need a token for you guys to look at, right? Because some of you guys don't know what Shang looks like. So let me hook you guys up. By the way, welcome new players. It's good to have new people in here.
Yeah.
It's good to have some old people back too. Right, Findle?
Oh, absolutely.
Your geriatrics in here.
Yeah. So this woman turns around in her chair and stares at you, almost in like the look of her token, folds her arms carefully. So, you've come back to me to ask what, per se?
Well, a robot's mother's spirit has been disconnected from her. And we need to find a way to bring her back. If you have any information on this, it would be appreciated.
She stares at you as she listens to your words, and then you can kind of like see her looking around. Oh, you poor child, it seems something was ripped from you unwillingly. Can you bring her back? I might be able to do something for you. However, you will have to become stronger as a phantom rogue if you wish to manifest it on your own. I'll do whatever I can. Please, can I see my mom? Oh. And you can see that Shang is constantly having a personal battle with this because it seems like there's some kind of consequence to her that she's considering at the moment.
Is there a problem with this, or like what?
The problem would be that it would lessen my effectiveness in my own duties. That's why it would be nice if she could become stronger and actually learn to do it for herself.
Is there any way I could summon her?
From the looks of both of you, you're about at the same level.
I see.
Though the spirits gather for your needs, they're not quite there for you yet. For say, and she kind of like reaches into the air, and this hand just grips at nothing. And then instantly there's like a locket in her hand. And she kind of like holds it to Robot. Here, child. For you, I'll give you 2 weeks. Continue to grow, and you can maintain this connection. But I'll have to regain my resources. And this locket is attached to Robot's mother. And she stares to the left of her, and she gets excited. She's giddy. Mom? Mom! Oh my god, I thought I lost you. And you can hear her just kind of like smiling and talking and kind of like offering her head as if she was getting head pats from whatever could be seen. This is temporary. I cannot maintain this permanently, which is why it's important that the two of you grow in power. Otherwise, as soon as I dissipate that locket, her mother will be lost to the void again.
But there will always be the potential to bring her back.
Should be. Though, when one phantom rogue is done with a spirit, it's done. I don't know what severed the connection, so she may never be able to see her mother again if it was done in such a way. Let's pray it's not.
If she can't connect to her, then I will on her behalf.
Good. Well then, you have a lot to work for now, don't you?
Indeed I do.
Speaking of work...
Yes?
Your troop of merry people, and kind of like stares at the rest of you. Would you all be interested in a particular job by chance?
I suppose it depends on the job, but
It's
quite frankly,
it's quite dangerous, especially if you're an arcane caster.
why is that?
Have you ever heard of the Citadel Kingdom?
I don't think so.
Little bit, yeah.
History checks! Let's do it!
Yeah!
Free history checks for the vets.
Damn.
Alright, Wonder. Calm down.
Wonder's remembered so much.
I know, right? Wonder, it just kind of like comes to you. Like, Citadel Kingdom has been mentioned somewhere in the background, and you're just kind of like remembering things that you've heard. And some of the things that is spoken, and this might go back to the whole Ironforge thing earlier, but the Citadel Kingdom wraps themselves around the ideal that arcane magic is witchcraft, or basically heresy. The religion of Ironforge has been perverted in that region, and they believe that the only way to cure the witchcraft is through the sacred flame of Ironforge to judge them. So quite literally, it's a witch hunt over there. And Shang's offer definitely raises some thought of why does she need you to do anything across the ocean?
Yeah. Why do you need us to do anything there? Is something going on?
There's always something going on. My group is known as the Quintessa. We have a contract in the western lands of Citadel to help young people like your robot escape the turmoil that they're stuck in. They have been seen as casters, and even children are falling victim to these roguish ideals that they should be executed for just being able to cast a simple spell. Nay, I say,
Let's go kill them all.
It would be nice if we could. However, it's hard to tackle an entire army. However,
You just gotta break them up and do it a few at a time.
it's not
I could just
logistic.
mildly annoy them.
If you wish to bring down the wrath of Ironforge and the DM, by all means, do these silly tasks. If you will hear my job, I'll tell you exactly what I need. We are not here to rectify the situation. It has been based in the generations from whatever, you know. They've been doing it for years. We, on the other hand, wish to rescue the children and then take them to the Arcana so that they can get training for that they don't know how to control. Once they grow into fine adults, they'll have an opportunity to work off their debt. And all we want...
Yeah, that sounds like a better plan.
Yes, let's save the children first.
I mean, I think that I already want to do it. This sounds terrible.
Yep, I'm in.
Yeah, I'm too.
Agreed.
Very well then. Give me a moment with you, please. And she turns around and takes some notes and starts writing some stuff for you guys, which I will give to you a little later. I am writing down specific cities and locations that I need you to visit. There will be 3 orphanages along the path that you will have to discover and find out what has happened to their keep. Hopefully nothing has happened by the time you arrive. And yeah, she will give you locations here shortly. I will have to look at my notes to tell you the exact coordinates.
Do you know the names of the children that we are rescuing, or is it just as many as we can find?
Those who are blessed with magic are the ones that you should be concerned with. Those are the ones that will be killed if found. It will be up to you to bring them to our shore so that they can be restored to our mages who can teach them the way.
Right.
One of the cities I'll need you to visit is Heritage. Another... I should probably warn you not to go towards Skyforge Keep.
Why, what's there?
That is the main hold that has this religion grounded. Beware of what they call, oh, what was it? The Scarlet Flame.
The Scarlet Flame.
Yes.
Are they a priest?
Oh, a lot worse than priests, my dear. The Scarlet Flame are individuals who have been deemed God's right hand to deliver justice. We believe there to be arcane casters that were brought into the fold to make it look like they were priests of the order the whole time.
I see.
Though we have no evidence of this, be wary of them. There's no telling what they're capable of.
I see. And this citadel, what is their interaction with the outside world? Are they friendly to foreigners, traders, merchants?
As long as you don't fail at any of the checks. They do checks at many of the major cities. And also they have these abilities, I believe, to detect magic within their walls.
I see.
So if a habitual caster happens to cast a cantrip, there's a possibility they could tip off the gods.
Sounds
yes.
dangerous.
This is a fun location, guys. How many of you? How many are you spellcasters?
Yeah.
Even Fendel's a spellcaster.
Yeah, but
Well,
that's not arcane.
Isn't that so great?
Yeah, but you're
Barbarian,
divine.
Not having to worry about it.
Yeah, I know, right? Simple life, right? Anyway.
I hit things good.
I hit things, and different things happen when I hit them sometimes.
Now, the approach is up to you. I can arrange for you all to meet up with someone who can sell you to the location. And you can arrive at Miska's port in the Citadel Kingdom. Or if you have a more appropriate means, you can find your way there yourself.
How long of a trip is it by boat?
Approximately a week.
Nyx is going to look back to her companions. What do you all think?
Well, I think our only other reliable method at the moment would be Felix, and that sounds like a very, very bad idea to go there with